Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Stefan, good morning. Wendy Ann, good morning. Troy Smith, good morning. Carmen, good morning. 007, Janelle. Pearl Danielson, good morning to you. Afiza D. Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Sir Rojani Singh, good morning.
So long. Hey, so long. Come on, say it. So long. I can hear you say.
Soka Dolly, good morning. Gemma, good morning. Regina Jamaraj, good morning to Hat. Hudat Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Balroop. Good morning to you. Desmond Hines, good morning. Seventh Maraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Regina Jamaraj, good morning. Matilda Rhodes, good morning to you. Judy Ali, good morning. Angela, good morning. Peter Samlal Singh, good morning. Pamela Palu, good morning. Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you all. Nadira, good morning to you.
So long, hey, so long, yeah, so long. Goodbye to my trouble, goodbye to my pain, y'all.
Hey, Derek Goodrich, good morning, Pat.
Bye.
Joseph.
Somebody wave me bye-bye.
Goben Lakshmidiyal, a pleasant good morning to you.
You ain't welcome here. Goodbye to my trouble, goodbye to my pain, y'all. I can't hear you up there. Somebody raise it up, say. Somebody raise it up, say. You are the God of miracles, hey.
Hey, Narisha, pleasant good morning to you.
You are the God of wonders.
Trini Nairo, good morning. Anne-Marie Amin, a pleasant good morning to you.
For you camera.
Jason Mitchell, good morning.
So we can say, I believe.
Pearl Sammy, good morning to you. Hafrina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Donna Lewis. Gemma Phillip, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Sharon Rampasad, good morning to you. Bujam John, good morning.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go, come on.
Rupert Lal, good morning.
Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see you.
Anne-Marie Dulao Chan, good morning to you. Hey, Annie E. Ramsakar, good morning to you. Ann Williams, good morning to you. Sheldon Roach, a pleasant good morning.
In you.
Ishmael Khan, good morning.
Jehovah.
Denver Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you, Denver. Hey, and Kongse Darren Mohan, good morning to you, Vega de Yorubru.
Say it. I believe you. I trust. Come on. In you. Oh, Lord.
Groove Master Songs, good morning to you. Gloria Escala, good morning.
Come on.
Daro, good morning to you. Noella Mohan, good morning. Hey, Jarani Dra Group, good morning.
You are the God of wonder.
Mubarak. Yes, Mubarak Mohammed, a pleasant good morning. Michael.
I believe, say it. I believe.
Hey, Krishna, good morning. Gemma, good morning. Joyce Ram, good morning.
Say it, y'all. Come on, let your feet get heavy. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, Amelia Hossain, good morning to you. Judy Ali, good morning.
Come on, catch it, Jehovah.
Hey, Tracy Thomas, good morning.
I trust.
Abigail, good morning to you.
Oh, Lord, say it. Oh, Lord. Jehovah.
Rambo Ali, good morning.
I trust. I believe, say it. Everybody say it.
Hey, Esther Smith, good morning.
I believe you. I trust.
Hey, Cassie Williams, good morning to you. Dexter Tubas, good morning.
Y'all got your part over here. I can't hear.
Hey, Tara Brandon, good morning to you. Radical, pleasant good morning to you. Margaret, good morning to you. Lucky Lal, good morning. Sita, Hercules, Frank, Andy, Babulal, good morning. Ganesh, a pleasant good morning to you. Serena, Serene Lee, good morning. Jennifer, Ramsami, good morning to you. Mala Sukai, good morning.
Come on. Come on. Y'all ain't radical enough over here. Balcony, I can't feel ya.
Strength Powers, good morning.
I see you back there.
Ahmed Ford, good morning to you.
Come on.
Samuel, good morning. Primrose, good morning. Goodrich, good morning.
So long back.
Ran Ali John, good morning to you. AVC Prasad, good morning.
Come on, y'all, help me say it. Goodbye to my pain and my
Yo, Brady Bunch, a pleasant good morning to you all.
so long. Y'all catch
Hira, good morning.
so long. Bye.
Kenrick Prasad, a pleasant good morning to you. Where you at, man?
Goodbye to my.
Kamala Samlal saying good morning.
Let's go. One more time, everybody in the building say so long.
Hey, Majid Ali, good morning. Whisper. Whispers of the unknown, a pleasant good morning to you, Roger Mohammed.
Goodbye to my.
Kane, Farmer Kane, good morning, Rolly.
So long. Just one more time in the balcony, everybody say it. Say.
Hey, Dion Ramota saying a pleasant good morning to you.
Bye-bye.
Navika Balkaran, good morning.
Goodbye to my pain and my sorrow.
007, good morning.
So long.
Hey, Ramona saying good morning.
So long. Hey, so long.
Primrose, good morning.
Yeah.
Lucky Lal, good morning.
Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Yeah, so long. Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Goodbye to my sorrow. Hey,
Oh, Logan, good morning.
goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye, dear. You ain't welcome here. Goodbye, dear. You ain't welcome here. Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Yeah, so long. Hey, so long. Come on, say it. So long. I can hear you say. I can hear you say. I can hear you say. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my pain, y'all.
Edwin, good morning.
Everybody raise it up. You want the God of miracles, say it. You are the God of miracles. You are the God of wonders. You are the God of wonders. You are the God of powerful. You are the God of power. I believe, say it. I believe. I believe. I believe. Say it, say I believe. I believe. I believe, say it. I believe. Say it, y'all. I believe. I believe. So long. Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Goodbye to my trouble.
Hey, Michael George, good morning. Brian, good morning.
Somebody wave it bye-bye. Somebody wave it bye-bye. You ain't welcome here. You ain't welcome here. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my pain, y'all. I can't hear you up there. Somebody raise it up, say. Somebody raise it up, say.
Michael George, good morning.
Miracles here.
Nigel Black, good morning.
You are the God of wonders. Thank you. We cast our care upon you. For you carry us.
Hey, Sherry, good morning. Ramesh, good morning.
I believe.
Anton, good morning.
I believe. Say it. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Mary, good morning. Wayne Felix, good morning. Hey, Sheila, out there in Japan, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Damien, Anton Vincent, good morning. Sonita, Gopal, good morning. Mina Rodriguez, a pleasant good morning. Gemma, Elizabeth, good morning to you. Jesse, good morning. Tara, good morning. Patricia Lewis, good morning to you. Hey, Janice Aldrews, Alfred, good morning. Maria Kalicharan, a pleasant good morning. Natasha, good morning. Wells, that is. Wawamina Steiner, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Baby, good morning to you. Teacher Balmain, Baby. Video there, Grand Cooper, good morning. Raymond, good morning to you. Raquel, good morning. Yes, I must say a pleasant good morning to Rolly. Yes. From his mother. Hey, Kishan Ali, a pleasant good morning to you. Karen, good morning. Biznat Prasad, good morning to you. Trinidad Revolutionary Soldiers, good morning. Michael Scotland, good morning. Jamilia Khan, good morning to you. Hey, Goben Lachmidial, good morning. Rafi Nanan, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, let me say morning to 007 out here in Scotland. Good morning. Matilda Rhodes, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Cindy, good morning. Balraj, good morning to you. Oh, you're in London? All right, 007. How was your weekend? What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? Well, you all saw the big rollout of Vision 2030-2035 of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, that blueprint.
Andy, good morning. Andy, my fun burner this morning is with Brian Manning. Andy, this man said that Julian John's presentation Thursday, I believe, was his father's dream. His father dreamed about the waterfront. But they had 10 plus how many years, or 9.5 plus how many years, they were still dreaming? I mean, the idiot, fool, big head, ugly man, Brian Manning, but he's still dreaming about the father? He didn't dream about only kill the father, but he dreaming about the father, the waterfront. I mean, this guy is really, I mean, when he born, the father probably hit him with a coconut on the head. The man is such a dummy. And for what I understand is Rhoda Barrett and Brian Manning, they are twins. Because they're both ugly and foolish and stupid. And they think alike. I mean, Brian Manning, get a life, my friend. Get out of politics. Take all the money your dad left for you. Or take all the money your dad gave you. Or what you, I don't know, how you get all that money. And move on with life. Get out of politics. Because you sound like a real, sorry for using the word buffoon, but like an idiot. Okay, Andy? Talk to you later, my friend. Bye.
That's just PNM for you. Always talk about how many plans they have. Hey, we want to do this. That we plan. We plan this. We plan that. But when it comes to implementation, PNM don't implement. The highway to Point 14 is PNM plan. Who really implement it? A lot of plans is be PNM plan. Do they implement their plans? PNM is just good as hot air. That is all. Sony, good morning. Patricia Reed, good morning. Sita, good morning. We're going to send your voice notes to your voice noters. I'm going to play your voice notes early. And don't forget the numbers to call. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call or voice note at 366-3053. 366-3053. Marlene, good morning. Let's hear what other voice note for the morning. What's on your front burner?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Mickie K. Mickie K, I get to realize that I'm holding the keys for TTT, Talk City Radio, the government radio station and TV station. It has the game coming up here, Trinidad versus the Reggae Boys, and another game. We want them game to come across on TTT and the government station for the old citizens, the blind, the deaf, who lie long in the hospital, fighting for their life. They can still watch the game and support. All who physically fit, all they go out and support full 100, the Trinidad and Tobago team for the qualifier for the World Cup. And they tell Mickie K bring that game across TTT now, boy. We want to watch them game home, yeah. Some go have no money. The place hard.
Oh boy, in the Saturday papers, headliners, Vision 2020 rebranded. Brian Manning slams government. Yes, Brian Manning slams government. Yeah, Right, revitalization blueprint. The UNC is out of fresh ideas. That's what's Brian Manning. The revitalization of Brian Manning slams the government. Oh God, I'm taking my tongue with this. Revitalization of the blueprint. The UNC's out of fresh ideas. That is Brian Manning. Just like what it is, Rajan just say. That he's saying that is his father's dreams. Rain can't stop Carnival 2026 launch. Mass in the city. Yes, Brian Manning say UNC revitalization blueprint is a vanity project. Oh my God. Mayor and business leaders welcome San Fernando plans. Always damn who idea, who this. Good thing roll out. Whether we had the money or not. Whether all could happen in 5 years or it had happened in 10, 15 years. It's something positive to build, brand the country. Yet still the PNM have a real problem with that. Boy, that's how there is, boy. Boy, them don't want nothing good for this country, boy. Doma calls for action. That is Saturday papers. Yes, I just running through some of them things. I just passing through some of them Saturday, Sunday. We'll go today. Hey, Cabinet approves portal desk to fast track 50 million projects. Two charged with the murder of the businessman. Which that businessman was Mr. Ali. Hey, Doma calls for action. Doma is saying that organized groups targeting visitors to Port of Spain. Answer McCall post 5.83 billion in 9-month revenue. Them are real money, boy. Oh God. Imagine that, boy. Oh my God, oh my God. We'll continue just now. Go ahead, caller. And meanwhile, I'm looking for the other headliners. Go ahead, morning.
Good morning to the Magnificent Tree.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Andy, what I want to say, boy, is that we're looking to get to the zone of peace somehow. I don't know how we might pass to go there. If it's to go by helicopter or to go with boat. Because if a man could get killed while he's waiting for roadside assistance in Moruga, like I can't make it in Trinidad again, brother. Faster, I could go to the zone of peace.
Not only that,
I will be better off.
Not only that, I see that a social media blogger, a girl, a girl killing, I think it's Tunapuna, I think I see, by a bar. The shooter girl, yes.
All right. You see?
Kill she when she talk all kind of thing, you know, them bloggers and them be fighting each other now. So you see where we see somebody call a shot.
Yes. This is the problem that we get in Trinidad, because what I realize is that the people in the West Indies, right, understand this life. You know why? Before our ancestors come here as slave and indentureship people and things, this West Indian place had war. The colonial master or the English kill out the Spaniard to take over these countries and these islands. And now we come down here and we not giving ourselves a chance that where somebody else could come in and do something better for us, that our children and grandchildren and later on, because we come here to make stone. We come here to live a life, and generation will change. And war and thing does bring release, because war does bring peace. Just as the storm come in Jamaica, I know Jamaica going to develop into a better place after this storm, what they call Melissa. It wouldn't remain like how it was before. It only will get better, right? And our leaders down here, and had the guts to say, well, something wrong, what happened here with the people in Venezuela, and they have a narco-terrorist running Venezuela, and somebody's supposed to come and do something to free Venezuela, because we down here not doing nothing. Our leaders is like toilet paper down here. They're not coming to fight against the injustice that's taking place right in this country. Right? And look at something again. Just imagine what happened outside there in the ocean, that these people had to kill these people up and down. So if these people are here, you know the kind of thing happening here, the kind of arms and ammunition, the kind of drugs that are taking place outside in the zone of peace, as they said. Right? And nobody doing anything about it. Somebody coming to help, and then all you're finding is a zone of peace. All you afraid war. Me afraid no war, you know, because just recently, look at how many people die in the COVID. Just so over 4,000 our citizens just gone through in the COVID, right? And look at how many people died last year by murder, 600 and something, right? So I don't know what is this fear. We had to stand up and stand up for the right thing.
We done our war going
naturally.
Yeah, with all them deaths.
Yes. Naturally, so we just only have a zone of peace outside there in the ocean and no peace in your land. I find that doesn't make sense. Do you understand? I don't want to talk too much because I know many people that have to say something. So I'll talk too much.
But before you go, right, Tisha is saying that people hungry, people not working. So what you think will happen? Right? So people not hungry, people not working. What you think will happen? That's a patch morning. What's your thoughts on that? And what's your thoughts on the PNM again? One nice plan came out there by the government, that blueprint. And Patrick Manning's son is saying that that is a revitalization of his father, and that the UNC is out of ideas. And then it having the PNM quarter saying, where do we get money to do all of that? Where do they get any money to do that? What's your thoughts?
Okay. First of all, I'll go to Patrick Manning. If my father had implemented and somebody bring that plan, I would have been real happy that taking place. I will not even talk against it. And I say kudos to the UNC for bringing my father plan. I wasn't going to condemn that at all. That is my view on it, right? And for the person saying that the people are hungry, where they will get this and where they will get that. If they really was hungry, as that person saying, well, I know people that die of hunger. Well, they will be dead already. That is my saying on that also. They will not survive because 9 years of hunger, I think you can make it. You understand what I'm saying, Annie?
Yeah.
So I don't understand where is hunger coming now. Just because the UNC want to push people forward now, everybody hungry. You understand what I'm saying? And 9 years, nobody wasn't hungry then. It's only when, for the past 6 months, I understand. So that person had to tell me what they will have to do about that, not me. That's what I had to say. Thank you, Mr. Andy.
Brazil pumps billions into rainforest fund. A plan to ban social media for under 15s. Oh boy, 54 injured in the blast at Indonesia school. All of the lines are open. You send your voice notes and all those things by the time. I just going through to see what's up from since Saturday. Well, I went through the Guardian, the Express day. Right now I see the Guardian, which is the Saturday Guardian, gone there. Right, TNT must dream big. I seen a picture here of Ansa McCall, executive chairman, A. Norman Sabga. And to the side of it saying TNT must dream big. Business leaders on board with government revitalization plan. JTUM calls for Caribbean to remain zone of peace. I ain't seen my boy so long and I seen him now. Anson Rocher. Oh boy, Anson Rocher called for Caribbean must remain a zone of peace. Stakeholders back stamina, Justice Hub, Security Campus. That stamina Justice Hub was a real nice idea. But the lines are open by the time, The Sealats, let's see what they're going to do to Sealats. But Sealats residents divided over redevelopment plan. What a plan for Sealats. Opposition on government revitalization plan. Where the money coming from? That's Coleman Burt asking that and Brian Manning. So asking say that the EMA EMA review aimed at efficiency, not shortcutting approvals. Wow, like 3 killed in 17th US strike on alleged drug smuggling vessel. President Anson Roger. What Anson Roger is saying. Let's hear what Anson Roger is saying there.
EP the Caribbean a zone of peace, JTUM. Conflict in the region, declaring that the Caribbean must remain a zone of peace. The Union, which had thrown its support behind the ruling United National Congress government in the lead up to the election and, most recently, reiterated that position, issued a strong warning yesterday that war or military escalation would not augur well for this country or the wider Caribbean. The statement comes weeks after the United States deployed several military vessels to the southern Caribbean as part of its campaign against narco-trafficking, which it said is being facilitated by elements in Venezuela. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar has openly supported the U.S. actions, urging it to kill them all violently. Led by Ansel Roger, JTUM yesterday stressed that any form of military conflict in the Caribbean would have devastating consequences for Caribbean citizens and could set TNT back many decades. The Union said rising public anxiety over potential military action near Trinidad and Tobago could undermine business productivity and pose a serious threat to national development. The docking of the warship USS Gravely in Port of Spain between October 26 and 31 prompted Venezuelan officials to accuse TNT of attempting to provoke a war in the region. In its official statement, JTUM expressed solidarity with calls for regional stability, particularly in TNT's maritime zones. The Union also endorsed the upcoming Vigil for Peace, organized by civil society groups, scheduled for Sunday, November 9th at Woodford Square. The Movement for Social Justice, MSJ, has also been calling for the region to remain a zone of peace, urging the Caribbean community, CARICOM, to ensure that the principles of peace continue to guide regional affairs. Government has previously told citizens that there is no need to panic.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Go ahead, my brother. No, man, you never disrespect your partner at all, partner. I didn't see you scolding.
So, I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I want to know. I hope. I say I call any man. I say, but say that before, like, all right.
See. I know it's when I read anything there, I see you saying that. I say, wait. Me ain't no 007 like you was calling or what? But you go ahead, partner.
Yeah, boy. Yes, my brother. Yeah. So, morning to everybody. I would like to say morning to everybody. Oh gosh, wait. Oh, Andy, let me call you back, boy. The wife calling me. Sorry. Oh God.
When he do get through. The wife calling him. You ain't see that? Oh my God. Boy. That is how it goes. And then some people will say, Pitbull, you see, look how cool 007 was? He just write up what he write up. And me and say, is while I do so now to read, I see 007 say, Andy asking if you ban me from calling. I hope I never disrespected the show. And that's what make me now watch my phone and say, but where the hell? Like 007 was calling. Because remember doing other things now. So what I did, I realized he calling, nobody calling. Right, I called him back. When I do call him back, oh God, my Andy, I gotta call him back. I gotta call him back. But my wife called him. Oh boy. What about partner? I only hope he called this morning, you know. We partner, you know that we partner, the reporter is reporter. Although the only dog between me and reporter and me and Carnage and we when we went tooth and let's call it tongue and teeth clash, you know.
Teeth and tongue,
yeah. When teeth and tongue clash, the only dog we. That is we just be the little grumble for now. Go ahead, Carnage, my brother.
Pleasant good morning, brother Andy. Pleasant good morning, Lennox Smith. Pleasant good morning to you. Trinidad and Tobago, we at it again. Thank God for another day. We all rise to see another day. Some didn't, but thank God for us being in the land of the living. Andy, now, it has hurt me, Andy,
but before
as a citizen of Trinidad.
Before I continue, I saw that the papers just said that how America did now the 17th strike and 3 people died recently. Oh, that is our old news we get it.
I believe like old news, Andy. I believe like old news because it was fresh news. I done like with that on you already. But what I want to say to Trinidad and Tobago, brother Andy, this morning, when a new administration take office, right, the Honorable Prime Minister, Ms. Kamala Persad-Bissassa, good morning to you, and you have people like Carlin Burt and them. Just imagine that, Andy Williams, and I will put this in Trinidad and Tobago head every day when I get the opportunity. In 2015, when the PNM did win the election, Imbert boasts that he find money here, he find money there. Now, after 10 years, Andy, it's just 4 months left, 120 months that these people was in government for, Andy. And this man could have the audacity. This man only trying to belittle the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and people in Marval still supporting this man. Just imagine this man. The new prime minister have ideas to build the country, and this man asking questions like where they get any money from. And this man was the finance minister for 10 years. He had take a day off, he had take a day vacation, and hear what this man doing and saying no, belittling the people at Trinidad and Tobago. That come like he say, all you I raise gas once, I raise gas twice, and they riot yet. Look now, he know what to do the country. They know what to do the country. Mr. Patrick Manning told us, do not put those fellows there, otherwise we will regret it. Look what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago today. Andy Williams, Trinidad and Tobago, who bear the first blow, who have no sin, bear the first stone. Andy, when Ms. Kamala Persad-Bissassa take administration, and is Maduro Pelly first blow because I advised some rowdy and they wanted to topple the administration. Now look the 1% who really be praising. Look Sabga and them praising. Why didn't pray man in 2020 to 2030 vision? Look the praising the administration, and they love what the government doing, and they want to work with the government. Only Trinidad and Tobago, please, people. You see that 13 seat that the PNM have? We have to take that 13 seat from them and let the PNM be no more in this country. Because if you put back PNM there, what should you put back? Penelope Beckles, she thief, she do all kind of things. When she's supposed to open him out, after Mr. Manning leave office, she was to be the leader of the PNM. She was to be leader. When she's supposed to fight, like how she fighting Ms. Kamala Persad-Bissassa now, she's supposed to fight Rowley so. And then he takes she and he push her out there. Now she comes, she's the opposition leader. Everything Kamala do is a problem. Trinidad and Tobago, let me be real with yourself. Now you can't talking stupidness. Only I'll look down and listen. I'll go do something for somebody else, brothers.
Expediency of continuing the said detention. The tribunal further indicated
Imagine that. Call them Burton and belly to say, where you going to get any money? We're calling you one more snow, it ain't no money. We call it thief out, spend out, mismanage all the money, but at least the government come up with ideas. Imagine the 1% standing in the corner of the government for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago and paying them still rah, 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 rah. And the 1% supposed to be paying them finances. Imagine that. It's the worst thing, boy. Imagine this man, Sabga, we need to dream big. That is Sabga, yeah? Sabga business leaders support government revitalization blueprint. Sabga and business leaders support the government revitalization blueprint. Executive Chairman Anson McCall, Executive Chairman A. Norman Sabga supported.
We need to dream big. Anson McCall, Executive Chairman A. Norman Sabga. CARISA Lee reporter Carissa. Ming Big. A McCall Executive Chairman A. Norman Sabga is expressing enthusiasm over the Trinidad and Tobago revitalization blueprint, describing the scale of the plan as very exciting. The major plan was unveiled by Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissess's government on Thursday at the Diplomatic Centre, St. Anne's. Speaking yesterday at the release of the group's financial results for the 9-month period ended September 30th at Samana Estate, St. Clair, Sabga said, "It's huge. It's exciting. Where they want to take this country requires dreaming big. We need to dream big, manage the details, and move the country forward. That's what we are doing as an organization, planning and investing with the future in mind," he added. Other business leaders, from Port of Spain to San Fernando, also expressed optimism about the plan while urging the government to fix fundamental issues such as transportation, drainage, and ease of doing business. Downtown Owners and Merchants Association, DOMA, President Gregory Aboud, said the presentation reflected genuine enthusiasm from both the Prime Minister and Works and Infra. Structure Minister Jaylin John, describing that energy as the kind that drives progress. "We are grateful for the enthusiasm of the government and the determination that was exhibited," Aboud said. Minister John came across as energetic and committed, and that conviction is what drives progress. The plans for the Port of Spain and San Fernando waterfronts and a rehabilitation-focused prison model are admirable and ambitious. But Aboud cautioned that the country's basic infrastructure must be addressed before major redevelopment can take hold. "We can't envisage massive development in Port of Spain while surface flooding persists after heavy rainfall," he said. "Transportation, drainage, and a simple, cost-effective rail system must be part of any serious transformer." Tien. He added that while the local private sector lacks the deep capital reserves needed to finance such wide-ranging projects, it supports the government's intention to attract foreign investment. "It's a steep mountain to climb, but challenges like this can be met if we work together and maintain the enthusiasm shown at the launch on Thursday." At the launch, Prime Minister Persad Bissessar unveiled what she called a once-in-a-generation blueprint, promising 50,919 jobs and more than 100 infrastructure projects across the country. The American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago, AmCham-TT, was also supportive, calling the initiative a refreshing and much-needed national vision. Chief Executive Officer Neerad Taweri said it offers a chance to unite the country around shared economic goals. "It is refreshing to see the government lay out a big vision, something the entire country can buy into," he said. Taweri said AmCham-TT welcomed the push to attract foreign investors and noted signs of improvement in trade facilitation, such as customs' new emphasis on electronic payments and process reform. "The biggest threat to success will be corruption," he said. "We are encouraged that the Prime Minister identified this risk and made it clear that wrongdoing will not be tolerated. Corruption makes it much harder to do business and achieve value for money." The Chaguanas Chamber of Commerce endorsed the blueprint as well, saying it marks a shift from talk to tangible action. The Chamber said diversification has long been discussed but rarely acted upon. "This plan signals real intent to future-proof our economy," it said in a statement. It added that equal access to business opportunities, especially for small and medium-sized enterprises, must remain central to implementation, calling for full transparency in the new Udicot electronic tender portal. Ambition of this scale can restore confidence, attract investment, and give young people a reason to believe in a brighter future, the Chamber said. The San Fernando Greater Chamber of Commerce, SFGCC, said the Southern Business Com. Munity was excited about redevelopment plans for the San Fernando waterfront, describing them as crucial for commercial and tourism expansion. President Kiran Singh said the proposed marina, amphitheatre, and mixed-use waterfront could transform the city into a hub for leisure, culture, and health tourism. The inclusion of hotels, conference centres, and a healthy city reflects a forward-thinking vision, Singh said. He also backed plans to consolidate prison facilities and convert Carrera Island into a resort, saying such adaptive reuse projects could generate revenue and strengthen national branding. It's a good idea, workable and feasible, he said. We just need proper execution and investor confidence to follow. The Works Minister said expressions of interest were invited on Thursday and would remain open until mid-January, with requests for proposals, RFPs, to be evaluated by April. Some projects are expected to break ground as early as August 2026. Yesterday, Guardian Media visited the Point Fortin room at the Hyatt Hotel, where a booth was set up for businesses to register. A representative said that the first day, which began at 10 a.m. and ended in the afternoon, was slow but had steady interest. We need to dream.
Imagine that. Everybody dreaming big after that plan laid out. The 1%, everybody buying in Tate. Everybody just have a little, just a slight concern with the existing infrastructure, with the flooding and the this and the that, however it go. But everybody was on par. They could bring national pride. Youths and all will dream. They could bring a little unity. Than all the negative fight. Imagine with that laid out blueprint. Everybody come together. Everybody are excited. Besides the PNM. Imagine that besides the PNM. Patricia Reed, good morning. They say only too damn fake. That's a problem. I'm sure you and all go have a problem. At the end of the day, the government laying out a futuristic plan. What plan you already them was laying out? Futuristic. Jack and gas. What sense of unity or motivation or blueprint or, you know, where people can have an idea where the government head is at, where investors could think and want to be a part of? They be real. I sure you ain't gonna like that too. It's just school, don't see. Go compare that Patricia Reed. It's just chalk and cheese. Any day, I would like the government. Yeah, Patricia Reed now. The same 1% all your costs. Yeah, and the same 1% realize the government have a vision. Whether it's Manning own, whether it's Jolene own, whether it's Imbert own, whether it's goddamn 1% own, or God own, Allah own, Sheba own, whoever own. This government put it to the forefront and make it their vision. So everybody can have an idea of what direction the government intend to go. What the PNM own? Is this why they didn't implement it that 10 years? Why they didn't show certain visions? Why they didn't try to make Trinidad and Tobago a Mecca? Because why seen there is a Mecca they're trying to make Trinidad and Tobago a Mecca. Like a little Dubai. Where you could stop here, get health tourism, this, that, all kind of thing. Medical tourism, everything. Patricia Reed, they could not BS Dr. Rowley. Alright, meaning they couldn't have BS Dr. Rowley? Boy. And correct Giuliani, is who materialize the plan, is who will get the significant thumbs up. PNM accustomed continue to just materialize plan via mouth. We gonna do this, we gonna do that. For 9 years, it's all kind of thing they're gonna do and they do nothing. Nothing to do but thief and make themselves rich. Very good. You realize that just school. It was a national interest blueprint that was laid out there. That revitalization plan, blueprint plan by the UNC government. That vision 2035. It was a national interest plan, not a party plan. That's why everybody on deck. And the only person grumbling again is PNM. Why? All they wanted them to come with a party thing and not a country thing. Because with all it 10 years, it was only what? A party thing. PNM alone. All they destroyed. That is, my God. Somebody come with something showing a vision of building Trinidad and Tobago. Making we a first world country. PNM have a problem with that too. God. LP, good morning. Yes, Joyce, and it will be the benefit of the people. Monica, pleasant good morning to you. Oh God, don't abuse a woman so bad. Yeah, but you have all right to abuse that woman you call Reed. Yeah. Anthony say, Reed, everyone has a right. Yeah, Anthony say, Reed, everyone has a right to be stupid. But you abuse that privilege. Oh my God.
Bang, 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 bang. The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Right, I just go into to see who have interesting comments or front burners on the social media. Right, Sandy Jones said the 1% realize they cannot beat this progressive government, so they have to join them. Oh, the 1% they like money and they realize, well, the government putting out proper thing, a proper vision that people could bank on. Compared to we didn't know where we country was heading under the PNM, you know. We didn't know if it was gas-based, foreign-based, Obia-based, aggressive bully-based, PNM party alone based, corruption based, Hanovision based. We didn't know where it was based. Right, just school say Dr. Growley BS, Trinidad and Tobago. Patricia Reed say people hungry now. You talking about 5 years from not they still had to come with a vision, Patricia Reed. Then here Ramdas say, but it was not Manning. Well, who planned that was, if it's planned, I don't know, we don't know what you're talking about it. Lennox, you had to call Mickie, eh? Give Mickie a call. Whispers of the unknown is saying, Andy, you have time for Patricia Reed. Rowley say, make the rich richer. Correct. But this government is saying, dream big. Well, everybody's saying dream big. Put proper plans in place. Watch me. When I watch that thing, I say, but what the hell is this? I say, but they're going to make Trinidad and Tobago the Dubai of the Caribbean. How much countries now and Caribbean countries watching, way, look how Trinidad new government, they under Kamala, look how they're thinking big now, but look how they lay out for this country. Wow. But the Sharif say the debt is over 19 billion, but skyscraper plan. Right, Primrad say PNM only want power for taxpayers' money for themselves. The meaning of Dr. Keith is the right boom. Always stop letting people, Patricia Reed say, always stop letting people pee on Ole and say it rain. PNM pee on we. Show grammar zone. Acid, all kind of thing on we for those years and them day. And ain't produce nothing for we. Betty morning. Hey, Donovan Garcia morning. Jokey soon morning. Right, where's? Let me go back to the lines and see all who was calling, who I might have to call back and all kind of thing. See, I ain't have nobody phone ringing. Some people go say, that's the way go call and say, hey, is it? You thinking? Reporter morning, I hope you call and make a contribution. Can we put start morning? Oh, Lennox and Pony here to how to get Mickie. Lennox, get Mickie there, please. Now. You hear man? Not hear if you again, man, boy. Yes, I got E-Division Patricia Reed.
I did it already.
All right.
I did it.
Right, you're on time, right? You're on time. All right, Philip morning. Philip say PNM was blight and they always will be. Ronald Dolwat, good morning to you. All right, let me see who sent some interesting text and thing by the time. Oh boy, well, voice notes there. Oh boy. So let's see all them business chambers excited about what it is going on. We also see. Go ahead, caller morning.
Andy, good morning. Andy, Orlando here. Andy, I had a dream. My dream was to send Patricia Reed to the moon. But the problem is I couldn't send her to the moon because I didn't have the money or didn't have the will. But you came and sent her to the moon. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Boy, I like how you put on about that, boy. I like how you put it on, you know.
But if the PNM had a dream and they never do nothing, they just dreaming. That's all they do. You're dreaming. They dream nightmare, whatever. If the USC come and put it down in writing and now they're going to put it down physically, show the people they could do it. So tell Patricia dream and Patricia, you could have a dream here, but if you don't put it in physically let people see it, it's just a dream you have. So tell Patrick Martin's son, Brian Martin, the ugly fool, big head man, dummy, just like the other one who was blog, what she the Boga, whatever she name is. This is just a dream, but this is reality. This is not a dream. Tell Patricia, girl, go back in her and do like the Sleeping Beauty go and dream. Later, Andy. Bye.
All right, Spiral 50. That look like it is complaining like busman. He or she saying they need to close the San Fernando to UE bus route and reopen the other routes because people need to go to work. Busman makes sense. Luchencha Murad said the only inspiration the PNM have when in power is to thief out taxpayers' money. Anne Brown is saying, just waking up in Tobago, cannot find Mother Bernie. Good morning, Mother Bernie. You can't find Mother Bernie? Call she phone Anne Brown. She go get direction when she is there. This hour there, she done cooking up the whole storm up there on the hill up there. Well up there, where's what Mother Bernie is there, boy, again? Roxborough? No, not Roxborough. Oh God, I visit Mother Bernie. Have a nice big kitchen up there, so just cook up food every morning, breakfast and lunch and thing for people and thing, you know. Alright, let me just bam.
Morning, Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Ground Report listeners. This morning, I just would like to highlight something I saw in one of the dailies about Brian Manning, saying that to the effect that the plans that the UNC brought out is his father's own and they don't have no fresh ideas. But I believe that Brian Manning, instead of criticizing Ms. Bissessa, he's supposed to be bowing down at her feet and thanking her that she saw something in his father's vision, even if it's some things that, it resembles his plan. It may not be his own, but it resembles some of the plans that he had. He should be asking himself that after 10 years in government, why his prime minister, his leader, never think about anything like that. This Brian Manning.
I agree to you, Brian Manning talks so much to and to see his own leader and recognize his own father plans. He's supposed to be bowing to Kamala, telling she thanks for seeing something in my deceased father and using some of his plans or however it go. He had a proper vision, thing. Instead, he praised Kamala, he bringing she down, trying to bring she down, but not saying within all what he's talking, he's not saying, but I feel shame that my PNM government, which I is a part of, as an MP, was the finance minister, didn't see nothing good in my father to revitalize. Boy, PNM just everything them are good, them are problem with. Always remember that. That's the PNM. Them just opposing for opposing sake.
I tell you, I don't know what to say. Imagine you loyal to a man who boasts and say that the last man who put me out, he regretted it. And we know that that is true because Patrick Manning is no longer with us. So instead of you criticizing this government, you're supposed to be worshiping the UNC for having the foresight to have some similar visions of your father, Brian. Yes. You. Bye.
Andy, good morning. Morning to everybody, Ground Report, good morning. Andy, what is wrong with Brian Manning? He said his father dream that projected there. What I understand, it was Mr. Basdio Pandey's idea. It never came true. It was his father own. Why he didn't get rid of Rowley from around him? Because Rowley is the one who went to put his father in Obia to kill his father. Right? So the father couldn't get his dream to come true. But not only that, you all were there for nearly 10 years. Why didn't you carry on your father's dream? Well, it wasn't studying that. But you want to come and say to my Mrs. Bissessa, I want Prime Minister who have more brain and wallet to see that these things for the country need to be done. Man, look, Andy, these people, I don't know, sometimes I just wonder sometimes the things I just want to say. Okay, you all have a blessed day. After they thief out all the money in the treasury, they come in to ask this government where the money coming from. All they dig out all their pocket and all their bank account and bring the money back and give it to this government to finish the work, what they're doing. You hear?
Pleasant good morning, Andy, Ground Report, Lennox, Mickie, Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, my front burner is at the moment is that I am all for the revitalization of the country moving forward, the blueprint and stuff and things like that. But I would really like the government to concentrate first before they go and they invest into sea lots and do all these mega projects. Please, the simple things that affects the citizens, see about it. The budget has passed. I think by now everybody is settling and stuff. We need our roads paved. We need our drains clean. We need the grass to cut. I am from Central. The condition these highways and the condition these bypass is deplorable, and it became that way because of the neglect by the PNM government. To go up the Chase Village flyover is an eyesore. If you drive from south coming back to Grand Bazaar, it's an eyesore. If you go into the streets, if you go into the environs, the roads are horrible. I am begging the government, the UNC government that I voted for, to please, before you all start this revitalization projects, that you deal with the simple things that are affecting the citizens. Thanks.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, brother Andy. Good morning to you, my brother.
Hey, Lenny, go ahead, my brother.
Yes. Good morning to all my wonderful friends who I love with all my heart. And I see my country is going in the right direction. I just wanted to mention a few points, To Brian Manning and his father. Patrick Manning had one vision, and Patrick Manning's vision
was to build that church up in a ring or in Guanajuato. That was his only vision, and you see what happened with his spiritual leader. So what Brian Manning is mad about is the spiritual leader went away with more money than he got. And the other thing is that I want people to remember Jim Jones in that commune in Guyana? Well, all those CARICOM leaders and the people who support Venezuela and they're very disgusted with the Americans, what they're doing. Jim Jones tried to set up camp in a lot of other islands. I believe Trinidad was one of them, and he was refused. And then he got the okay from the then Prime Minister Forbes Burnham. But it came with condition that there was to be a financial gain for Forbes Burnham and that he would be able to enter the commune at any time that he wanted to socialize with the residents there and Jim Jones. And that's exactly what these CARICOM people are mad about, because they have some ties with Maduro. I don't care what nobody says. They're gaining some way or the other. That's why they're all mad what is happening. But Trinidad's Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar, she is going in the right direction. And pretty soon, just like you see, with the 1% or whatever you call them, they all see that she's heading in the right direction. And Trinidad, once again, with the Lord's help, will be on its right footing, and the citizens will see the fruits of her labor. All right, brother. So when you get a chance, you can give me a call later and we'll talk and say hello to everybody.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, next caller. Go ahead, next caller, morning.
For everything.
Go ahead, next caller, morning. Want to make it short and sweet. Let me just take these calls quick. Quick, while it was ringing there. And just think all these quick. All right, Felix. Go ahead, Felix.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Good morning to you, Lennox, Mickie, Newbie, and to everybody out there. Well, like sales are slow with the PNM media and the Balize posse, because now they're digging up life sport again, right? They feel that if life sport worked in 2010 to 2015, it could have worked now, but they lie. They lie. And all kind of things you're hearing about it. But I want to remind them, there was, PNM had their own life sport, right? With all the billions that went missing. And they're coming now to push that propaganda again. But I'm calling on our supporters, push back on it, get information. And when they come with life sport, all you know what to give them. When they come with Section 34, PNM had 5 Section 34, right? Look at how much money went down in A and V. That's not a life sport too. Only know how to handle them. And only supposed to handle them. right? Because they're overdoing it. They know they have nothing to campaign on, but they're trying hard to destabilize this government. Marvin said it. The propaganda of the PNM in every nook and cranny. And that is what they're going to do. And they start early o'clock. Watch and see if Penelope Beckles bring emails too. But I want to remind them what Mrs. Prasad Bisasa said. She's not the same person as in 2010 to 15. And don't take her quietness for weakness. PNM wrecked this country. 9 years and 7 months, they wrecked this country. And all you want to complain that all you want to get back there to do what? All you give nothing to the people. And you know, Andy, it amazes me with these trade unions because I've seen it. I've seen the pattern from what they were doing in 2015. That David Abdullah and all of them. How come it is all you want to talk about what free the peace zone or whatever, zone of peace or whatever you want to call it, right? I wonder if it's like the peace poll that they put up in Diego Martin. Anyway, how come they never ask for a zone of peace in all the worrying areas in the country, in our own country? Laventille and all about. Yes, we have to call Laventille name because we know you can't cross the street. We know about the child that was pulled out of the taxi and killed. How come they never said anything? Or, good morning again to you, Lennox, Mickie, Newbie, and to everybody out there. So, Brian Manning jumped out his skin that the UNC thief, his father, Vision 2020 plans, right? But Brian, you ain't had no shame. If your father had, the only vision that your father had was to build a church in Guanapo because he wanted to be a pastor when he leave office, right? And the only other vision that PNM had was to build Balisay House. Why didn't the PNM had so many opportunities, to carry out your father's plans, your father's vision, and they never did it. And you sat down there like a slug, lazy and air moving. Right? But now you come to talk about who thief what? You ain't no shame. You should feel glad to see that it was another government that came in here and tried to implement those plans. But I have news for you. Bo Tiwari, who was the Minister of Planning and Development, said it is not true. That was not Manning 2020 vision. Right? So before you run all your mouth, get facts first there. Because you know how PNM don't like facts. They like propaganda. That's what they like. Propaganda in every nook and cranny. So you see, when you want to come and run your mouth here, somebody put a stop to it because it's all a lie. And again, I will say, before you feel good that another government had to come and implement it, your father's so-called plans. Look at how we get it on, which means you don't want good for the people of the country. You don't want good for the people of the country. All you want here to remain like a slum. That's what. Because PNM has been in office for more than anybody else. And look at the condition of the country. All in shame. All in shame. Thanks, Andy.
Andy, morning again. Raleigh, that bald head man. You don't want good for the Trinidad and Tobago. You don't want good for Trinidad. You have some kind of thing against Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know what they're against him. Right? That's a spiteful man. That's a very, very spiteful man. Very evil and spiteful. You could see it in his face. He wants nothing good for Trinidad and Tobago. Neither his cabinet. And they're following him foot to foot. But they always have a price to pay. Right? I watch them good. You know? For many, many years I look at them. They're no good. Right? These people have no good for Trinidad. Look what they do with that country. Look how many years PNM in that country. And it's the same way. Same. When I come down there, I fly down there sometime and I look at the place and I said, wait a minute, they never change anything. Eh? So many years. So where all the money gone to? All the oil boom, where all the money went to? Are you concerned about that? Or they're concerned about party and who is Indian and who is Creole? Huh? Right? We know Raleigh can run. Look how many years that money, look how many years P&M over there. They have done nothing with the country. Only Kamala and Pandey and them do something to help them. But otherwise, if you watch, they have do nothing. Have nothing. We telling you that. I live here in the States. I over there 45 years over here. And I come down there and it's the same thing. All they don't see that? All they really stupid. Boy, I'm telling you, all they really stupid, boy. When Raleigh said, Trinidad and Tobago stupid, he right, you know. All he's seen what happening and all it's still doing the things what it's not supposed to be doing. Why I know what to tell her.
Morning, everybody. Yeah. So Ansel Oje made his statement about the Trinidad, USA, Venezuela conflict, and he played it there. All right. In global politics, especially today, in this age of social media and whatnot, you have this thing that is known as a useful idiot. I'm not being disrespectful. It's really a term. A useful idiot is somebody who is used or is useful to somebody else, right? They fool them into, in some way or the other, contributing to their cause, right? And one of the ways, the signs that you know that somebody is a useful idiot is they tend to attach themselves to a slogan. In this case, it's keeping the Caribbean a zone of peace, right? So the Venezuelan government, the Chinese, the Russians, and the Iranians are garnering their useful idiots to, in different ways, speak for them and against the United States of America and Trinidad and Tobago, right? Now, what are the issues? The two issues in this conflict is the drug trade and the oil and gas thing. Yes, that's part of it. So keeping the Caribbean a zone of peace, referring to blowing up drug boats. You know, once upon a time in the 80s and the 90s, they used to call it the war on drugs because the whole world saw it as that. These drug traders and the poison they are peddling literally kill a lot of people. It is a civilization ending threat because of the decay it causes to society, and not to mention the violence and criminality that goes with it. A lot of heads and barrels and so on, right? It has always been seen as a war on drugs. What these useful idiots are doing is trying to convince you, the Trinidadian, and across the Caribbean, that no, we do not need to be engaged in a war on drugs. Keep the Caribbean a zone of peace. It is not a zone of peace. It has never been, ever since this drug trade, especially for Trinidad and Tobago. And a lot of those small islands of the world don't really face what we face here. So that statement is just asinine. It is foolish, but again, is exactly what a useful idiot is supposed to do. Say things to benefit the side of this conflict that wants that drug trade to keep going. And what is that side? Venezuela. It seems like the Venezuelan government are owning these drug boats, right? That's in effect what it is. And it seems that Ansel Oje and people who are speaking against destroying them because they fear a war between countries, what you are then saying to me is that you see these drug boats as belonging to the country, the government of Venezuela, not the drug traders. Right? So are you agreeing that a state 7 miles off our coast should be involved directly in a drug trade that is destroying Trinidad and Tobago? and you don't want that to end, the only way it's going to end is violently. I don't know how to tell you all this any other way. You could be ostrich as much as you want. Stick your head in the sand. There's only one way to deal with this now. All the other ways have been tried. But Mr. Roger seems to not want that to be tried. Keep the thing as it is, the status quo, so long as it remains in peace. Don't mind peace means head and barrel every other weekend. Right? And as for the oil thing, the reality is everybody is saying, oh, the US coming in it only for the oil. Well, China, Russia, and Iran have owned Venezuela for its oil for the last 2 decades, and they were going to do the same thing to Trinidad. My conspiracy theory, that piece, the Trinidad piece, but it had already begun, right? And you seem to be okay. And I mean, these unions tend to be closet communists anyway, so they may just very much want the Chinese to own Venezuela and here too. I don't know. But the point is, yes, there is a part of that conflict is the oil, but don't make it seem that is the United States of America invading Venezuela for the oil. The Russians and the Chinese have already done it.
Andy, morning, that woman from Central who called and talk about the road, yes, we agree, but you have to have a plan to boost the economy by bringing money to everything will be fixed. Everything will be fixed. So tell she that chill out, relax, keep it cool, calm down, everything will fix. And you don't tell the government what to do. You give them ideas and you let them know the road bad and they will fix it. But you have to have a plan, a vision to see where to go. I mean, look at the guy. Let me tell you something, Andy. You know, electric cars were built in the 60s or 50s by Ford. They had electric cars. But Elon Musk had a vision. He came and he made electric cars. He loved electric cars and had a vision. You know what the Elon Musk retired when his plan is? His plan when he retired to get $1 trillion in the company. $1 trillion. Because the man had a vision. Come had a vision to China. To Central, North, East, West, all over the lab. Take it easy. Let everyone work on the vision and you will see everybody be like Elon Musk. Later, Andy.
Andy, Mighty K, Lennox Smith, and Tobago Central here. Pleasant, good morning. Andy, we really had to say thank the Almighty Lord for another blessed day created by Him to wake up and see another day of life. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So, you telling me, Andy, Trinidad and Tobago, this next Bobby Head one, this no shame one, this dog eat your supper one, this Brian Manning, you should be the last person in this country to speak about anything and anybody. You hear what we're saying? Together with your 12 bad spirit colleagues and them. All here is a set of bunch of people have no shame, dog eat all your supper. You hear what we're saying? Because we cannot understand by you saying that the United National Congress thief your father vision. So is it that your father deceased had went and tell the UNC about his vision so that they thief it? First thing first, make it make sense. Mr. Hano shame Brian Manning. You're making no sense at all. What they should be doing towards or with you is investigating you right about now, together with your 12 bad spirit colleagues and them. I cannot see Trinidad and Tobago where it is a government is seeking the interests of the people's business in this country and the 13 bad spirits having a problem with that. So what it is them really fighting for? Trinidad and Tobago, what these 13 bad spirit up inside of the parliament there, sit down and solve try and taking AC, what them doing inside of there? What them inside it to fight for? The friends, the financiers, and the family. You understand? That is what the 13 bad spirit is fighting for. They're not fighting for the citizen in this country. Whether they feel somebody drunk or they feel somebody is sin, we did the right thing on the 20th of April, 2025 gone. You understand what we're saying? Thank God the right thinking citizen open the eyes and the ears and they make the brains in the head think, not that them making the wrong things overtake them. They sit down and they think before they act. You understand what we're saying? So in other words, the right thinking citizen in this country did the right thing, Andy. Because I telling you, with under the nasty, stinking, piping, no vision carry on a country empty-headed, dead, corrupted, stink, bad mind PNM. If there was there still, Father God help us. We didn't know what direction we would have been going. You understand? So what we're saying is, at the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago, we just want our government to stay on the right track, see about the people's business, focus on what the people and them want, and deal with them accordingly. Right? And at the end of the day, people will be able to be comfortable and they will be living in harmony. As we say, with one people, one nation, one love, unity will always be the code. Right? And we are going no further. It's goodness we're looking to restore back here. You hear? So Andy, we locked on and listen, and you don't know Central out, and it's that.
After researching it, it may not be accurate, so I think I have to continue to research it, but when I do dig deeper, it seems like it's not accurate, so I apologize. Have a blessed day, sir.
Go ahead, caller, quick.
Morning, Andy. Morning. I just want to say, I think the government have an excellent plan. Once they get the 1% on them that we need all the time to invest, I say is a good plan. I don't care what he say. It is a good plan. I want to see our country go forward, right? I really want to see the country go forward, and it's a good plan to me. So they can say what they want. Let me get, well, they say 2026 to get things off the ground. When 2026 come, let me see. After 2026, if nothing, well, then we could start to bash them. But until 2026, when they try to get things off the ground, once they get the investment and stuff, because I know the government can't do it on their own. The government cannot do it on their own. They need people to invest in these ideas that they have, right? They need the investment. So everybody, relax on themselves. Don't be bashing the 1%ers. Don't be bashing the people, newspapers and things, please, because we need them. We could say what? We need them to invest in the countries themselves, how they invest in the country. Right? So all the bashing, all the relax now. Relax the 1% on them now, right? Because we need them right now.
You is a real demon when you're ready to nobody. You come in there so bad, you like the plans. I love it.
I like it.
And then you have to come and hit a low blow, boy. So now you're good, boy. You're good. You ain't say,
oh, God, you had to laugh a little bit. But now, it's a good plan. It's a good plan. I want them to really get things, let people get some employment and things. Because remember, the more they build these infrastructures, is the more because people have to work. People have to clean them. People have to maintain the buildings. People have to work in the buildings. So it's employment for people of Trinidad and Tobago too. Right? So that is how I watch at it. No matter what it is.
Alright, and what you will say about Brian Manning saying that is his father plans and the UNC have no ideas and those things. Well, what's your thoughts on that?
For me, it don't matter who plans it is. Because everybody's always have plans, but nobody don't come through with their plans. I have a plan to build a big house too, but it's up to me. So it's up to me. So I think no matter who idea it was, at the end of the day, somebody might start something in their time, and when it finished, they go say, well, it's this one, and I finish it. So it don't matter who starts. Once it get off the ground, I don't care who idea it is. Once I will give the props to the government that who get it off the ground. Because it had 10 years where they could get it off the ground. If it was the father plan, they had 10 years after to get the plans off the ground and nothing can happen. Right? So I don't care who plan it is. I want, once I could see the UNC government get it off the ground and going, That's all I'm concerned about. Forget them in the past. I don't want to hear about Manning and them. They didn't do nothing. So let me get off the ground and get going. Get things going and get things running, man. We need to get some kind of improvement in the country, man, Andy. Time to get people employed and things now, man. We've waited too long for this, right?
All right,
man, Andy. Enjoy the day.
Nice. So this will be the last. We're going to take one more call and then after say pleasant good morning to Lennox Smith. Go ahead, last caller before Lennox Smith. Go ahead.
Yeah, Andy. Hi, morning, Andy. Morning, everybody.
Mommy Roadbrook.
I send your voice, no, but I see you calling me. Well, it's all right. Andy, you know, sometimes I wonder, as I always wondering, what is wrong with the people in this country? PNM have them, you know, like in a stupor. You know, you ever see some people, you live in not all, they have nothing. PNM tell them they're entitled to nothing. They give them, so they believe it. You understand? They figure all they are entitled to is what they have, and what they have is nothing. Yeah, thanks to the PNM. Now you have a government that is here, that is trying to elevate this country, to turn this country into the country that it could be and it should be, to turn our country in a country where we would get back the respect of the world, and this will show how ambitious we are. You want to tell me these people finding fault, making confusion, and where they going to get the money from? You have to have a dream. You have to have a vision, Andy, if you want to go somewhere. You hear? Andy, I was a person, I'm self-employed. I work hard. You hear? I stand up for as much as 14 hours to do what I had to do. And Andy, the things that I have, well, my husband and I, the things that I have achieved in my life is things that people who I know in big jobs did not achieve. You hear? My children went to New York. We went to Disneyland. We have a big house in a nice neighborhood. We had cars. We had everything. And you know how that came about, Andy? By being ambitious, by having faith in God, by working hard. And as we say, with God, all things are possible. So when you see a government put out a plan, a blueprint, or whatever that you call it, what they want Trinidad to be like, why it is people must think it is impossible? Why they must want to stay down on the ground? Why they must want everything to be in the gutter? They don't understand the days of PNM gone. They don't understand PNM ain't coming back here. And the only way that can happen is if the people change their mindset, they change their way of thinking, and they know this is our country, and what is going to take place in this country is going to be for the people. And even people like me, who are seniors, I'm going to be moving on. My children, my grandchildren, and all the other people, children and their children, their grandchildren, going to be here in a beautiful country. You want to tell me, Andy, in this day and age, in a country that had billions of oil dollars, people should be still living in Silak? I am not putting the people down, because that is where they are. You know why they're still there? Because PNM had them there. You understand? It had people in BTM. You think people who living in these places should be living there? No. They should not be living there, because we had enough money. And if PNM had a vision like the United National Congress, all these people would have been living in good homes. They would have been taught, you know, in this life, you have to be ambitious, you have to be honest, and you have to work hard to get what you want. But no, all like Fitzgerald Hines and all of them, they prefer to get everybody a CPEP work, and they prefer to get everybody money. You hear? They prefer to support gangs. Tell the people they have to be gangsters. They have to be nobody. They have to be nothing. Or they could go to work 6 o'clock and reach back home at past 6. Or they could stay home. Or they could be ghosts. You understand? And all they're getting money. Only wasting, doing nothing. And as time go by, what you end up having? Nothing. And some of them having the nerve to say they don't want to move. Hey, earlier, anyway, let me go on. The only thing, as I said, the only thing that they didn't put in this plan is a section somewhere in the bush, somewhere far, and build a little city there, and all who have no ambition, all who don't want to grow, All who feel they can't rise because PNM tell them that, put them there. Build a wall high, reaching the sky, and the rulers, they mustn't come out. They mustn't come out, you understand? Because as I said already, Andy, you see right now, nobody is going to stop the progress, the road of progress that Trinidad and Tobago is on. Nobody going to stop that. You understand? Because we could live better. We deserve better. We have what it takes to live better. And they're asking where we get the money from. We'll get the money from all the money all you was thieving. It's going to stop thieving. All the money that all you was wasting, it will stop wasting. You understand? And where there is a will, there is a way. And as our Prime Minister has always say, just put God in front and walk behind. And once you're walking behind my God, you could never go astray. You'll be on the road to prosperity, you understand? And Trinidad and Tobago is going to be we're going to be the capital of prosperity, of goodness, and all the crime will have to stop. Changes coming. But you see the ones, they're so lazy, they're so unambitious, they don't want things to change. Well, all you ain't gonna keep back the progress of we want things to change, because we want to live better, we could live better. We have a government now who care about the country. And let me tell you this, PNM ain't ever coming back here. And if the people want to play dotish like they did between 2010 and 2015, and they cut off the neck of progress by moving a government that was fixing a country and bringing back a government for 10 years that was destroying a country. Who, tell me, Andy, who in the right mind don't want? Let us be fair. Some will have more than some. Some will be able to afford more than some. Some will be able to live better than some. But in a country like Trinidad, everybody entitled to something. They're entitled to a nice home. They're entitled to water. They're entitled to electricity. They're entitled to all the things that people are supposed to have to make them comfortable. Some might be able to buy a Mercedes-Benz or Audi. The next one might be able to buy maybe just a foreign use. But it's a car the same way. And the same way the place the Mercedes carrying you is the same way the foreign use carrying them. But you have to have the vision. You have to have the ambition. You have to want. You have to plan. You have to be prepared to be honest, to work hard, and you can achieve anything. I am talking from experience. You can afford, you can achieve anything. Yeah, but you must want to. But when you want to sit down all day and cuss all day and be by a corner and you want to thief and you want to be in crime, you will have nothing. But after all that, as I tell them, let me go, Andy. I hope and I pray for the ones, because we have people in Beatam, we have people in Laventille, we have people in Diego Martin, we have people in Carenage. They are very, very, very ambitious. Very, very ambitious. But sometimes they say, because of the circumstances, they can't come out. Hey, all you could come out. All you could come out, PNM gone. You understand? And as I said already, work hard, have ambition, pray hard, and support our Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and support our government. They are laying the foundation for people to rise, and everybody in this country who ambitious and who want to live better, it is possible. It is possible. With God, all things are possible. With the government, the governance of Kamala Persad-Bissessar and the UNC, it is possible. So all you, let me tell you this now. Forward ever, backward never. Everybody who really want it will get what they want. And the ones who don't want it, as I say, we getting a space in the country for all you. Blessing and the good program.
Thank you so much, Lennox Smith. Well, you heard everyone. You know everything from JTAM, saying zone of peace, from the SABGA, executive chairman of the Answer McCall group, saying he likes that dream big, is indicating he's on board. Every business, all business sectors had everything good to say. Just slight little things such as, well, obviously big infrastructure work go on like that in Trinidad. The minor things like the little rains that causing flooding in Port of Spain and various places will be dealt with anyhow. But most people watching that big dream, some people are saying, where the government getting that money from, like Imbert and them. Brand Manning is saying that's his father vision. The UNC's out of ideas. You know it all as a political leader within the partnership or within the coalition of interest. What says thou? Trinidad and Tobago, you all have to hold on there. Let Lennox say you 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. Go ahead, Lennox Smith.
Good morning to you. Are you hearing me loud and clear, first and foremost?
Just raise your volume a little more, but yeah.
All right. These are the mic is a bit too far from. All right, let me just use this. Are you hearing me better now?
Plenty better. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. Because I have a small mic that is lower than than I would like. All right. Okay. Well, a pleasant good morning to you, of course, and all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central, or President Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web. I want to say first and foremost that I think I've heard all what I would have wanted to say, so therefore I would add very little because, of course, the analytical nature of the collective presenters so far has been so superlative that, of course, there is very little for me to add, except of course, where the vision of the government is concerned. I think it is anybody who has a modicum of the historical development or the chronological development of Trinidad and Tobago will have to conclude that that is a vision that should have been in existence or manifested many decades ago. Trinidad and Tobago, with, of course, the resources and the financial prowess or the financial resources that we would have had over the years, filtered away clearly, basically by a government, or should I say a party that has been in government, one, for too long, and then, of course, one that was and is, as we see in opposition now, extremely myopic. And so the Dubai or the Singapore of the West, which Trinidad and Tobago should have become, because on a per capita basis, consistently, Trinidad is considered to be the third richest country in the Western world. Per capita, meaning that we make the money, and if you divide it, the money that we would have made, if you divide it equally among the various members of the population, given our population size, then of course we compare favorably with the United States, Canada, and of course nobody else could touch us in terms of the Western Hemisphere. And the Western Hemisphere includes, of course, all of the American continent, both north, central, and south. So therefore, that vision is something we should have had before. For Manning, of course, I was looking for a term. Let me just make sure and check it so I have it correct, to find out, well, why Manning will say such a thing. And I was looking for a term to sort of crystallize or to define what he was saying and his perspective. I come up with the term misology. Misology refers, of course, to someone who is a hater of reasoning. He is a fellow that can't reason. Clearly, he hates reasoning. Because I am saying so from the perspective that when the Standing Finance Committee that looked at line by line of the budgetary items for the ultimate passage of the 2026 national budget, he made the most astounding statement that only companies or people with long pockets, with large financial resources, their vehicles are not to be or do not normally have insurance. And I thought that was so deep, that was so profound as to the level of ignorance, stupidity, and asinineness that could be contained in one person. So that it is not surprising, therefore, that here it is, a vision like that has been unfold. And let's face it, nobody can say that they are the repository or the sole possessor of geniusness, or where common sense is concerned, it is usual for any amount of persons to come up with the same idea. Who would deny a highway from, of course, San Fernando to, let's say, Guayaguayari? Because what you are doing really is joining the both energy sector, geographic spaces, that you're connecting both of them, because that is where we have relied upon and will continue to rely upon in terms of income and the economic advancement of Trinidad and Tobago. But at the same time, you are opening up, of course, the agricultural land space in between. It's just as how the original concept under the UNC was for the highway to Point Fortin. You carry it around the bay, etc., and you go to the bottom part, if you want to call it that, of the country, and you enter Point Fortin along that route. In the meantime, all of the agricultural plots and lands would have been opened up. That is ultimate vision. The PNM, however, of course, stop it depending on your perspective, but begin it somewhere just after Point Fortin through the Mosquito Creek, and now it is called Mosquito Crack because of the collapse of that piece of highway given to one of its Balize House financiers. Let's not waste time. The point I am making here is that where vision is lacking, a country, a family, a community perishes. And so Trinidad and Tobago has perished, has been in the doldrums of advancement and creativity for a very long time, too long, so much so that we have found ourselves in a situation where we have to start almost from scratch. I want to say thank God, of course, to the wisdom of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I advanced the cause before the election that it should have been 39 in Trinidad. All seats are going to the Kamala Prasad Bisesa-led UNC and the coalition of interest. And I'm sure that on a daily basis, people are realizing in places like Lamberton and so on that believe that somehow their future and their destiny resides, is settled with some kind of connection to the PNM that clearly has resulted in the death of these communities. And are talking about physically, are talking about developmentally, are talking about intellectually, are talking about creativity. All of that was lost under a PNM-led political entity that was supposed to to treat with the people in such a way so that they can advance. But what we saw was a retrogression and a deterioration of our circumstance. I know that politics has the unique quality of being able to reproduce itself. It is cyclical, in other words. And therefore, all unfair games will have to play over, as this one did on the 28th of April, and of course, produce the rightful team that was supposed to take Trinidad and Tobago forward. Let me say, in conclusion, that the issue of looking at development for East Port of Spain, Betham Silas, and along the East-West corridor in general is something that my party has always been focused upon. So it is no accident, or it will not be surprising that we will continue so to do. We have a series of discussions that are taking place. So even before the government would have started its own consultation process to have buy-in by the respective communities that may be affected by way of displacement. I want to say categorically that we have started that process. In fact, we'll start from this evening. I've spoken, of course, to Michael Kerr, our colleague, of course, and the chairman of TTT on this particular matter and how we propose to pursue. And I think he has always been accommodating and amenable. And I think we cannot waste time. And those of us who have the position to assist in the process of personally making the people understand that it is in their interest and the general interest of the country to have some kind of reconciliation in such a way so that everybody wins. And I think that process can start right here, because once you started at the grassroots level, once you started at the level of the community, the neighborhood, and the family, you get better buy-in, but more significantly, the contributions one expects, because they understand their role and responsibility, will now, of course, redound to the wider benefit of the national community, and therefore the advancement of Trinidad and Tobago and the agenda laid out by this government in this massive effort to transform Trinidad and Tobago in quick time, because we are talking about first rollout around the middle of next year, which of course is a very short time, but it shows the level of planning, it shows the level of confidence, and in that planning process, of course, where the funding will come from. In fact, I know that they are engaged as we speak in, of course, looking at that aspect of it, both local, regional, and international, in order to find the resources to make it happen. So private-public partnership arrangements, I'm sure, will be in the mix, as well as, of course, the taxation or the fiscal package that would have been presented to find some of the resources, as well as, of course, borrowings. One cannot take that off the shelf in terms of making sure that you manifest or you materialize those visions that are contained in that mammoth and a very progressive plan plans for Trinidad and Tobago. So that's what I would want to say at this point in time, because I think I too am excited, and I too am very elated to be part and parcel of a process. I see, of course, except to conclude finally by saying, well, I see Roger is part and parcel, his JTAM organization is part and parcel of the vigil for a zone of peace. I also observed that quite apart from the very paltry attendance, in fact, so much so that one newspaper said that poorly attended, but they didn't use the word poorly, is very scarcely attended, something to that effect. I'm sure I'm not far from the paraphrasing of it, but he was not present at the. I don't know if there'll be extended vigil on other days, but certainly a noticeable absence was him, even though, of course, he had committed JTAM to the exercise. I want to also say as well, in that regard, we of the corridor transformation, not corridor transformation, but of course love. The political entity is categorically not in favor of such a move. I noticed the newspaper in attempting to generate some kind of wedge, and that is what I warned everybody about with respect to these kinds of arrangements with known parties who seem to always shoot themselves in the foot or in the feet, as the case may be, eventually, because they may have a variance with the main decision makers, and therefore decide to take up the marbles and go. Well, I want to tell the present Prime Minister and the government that we stand solid in favor of the government. We will not deviate. We have seen this process played out too often, whether under the NAR, whether under, of course, previous arrangement, and we are here to be as constant as the Northern Star and as immutable like a cent. And we are going to, of course, at the appropriate time, make statements to try our best to have our colleague partners understand that this is one for total commitment, total and absolute, indivisible commitment, and Trinidad and Tobago cannot afford any kind of strictures of friction from within, and therefore our job is to make certain that we remain steady, firm, and stern as we move forward. So where criticism is required, especially if it is public, because I prefer to communicate privately, but if it turns out that it has to spill out into the public, certainly our position will be very, very firm, and our actions will be very, very aggressive. We cannot afford another consideration, far less another PNM, in fact, in office. We have lost too much under this group, and I think this group must be on its way to be the relics of politics in the country. In other words, to the dustbin of political history. And we have a duty to ensure that, not by wavering or in any way attempting to compromise, whether directly, indirectly, purposeful, or otherwise. Yes, my friend.
Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Well said, Lennox Smith. Well said with all your observations and your role within this blueprint of the current government, which is a vision. At least business sector, the country, everybody have an idea of where the government head is at, or where we're going, what direction. Before, you wasn't seeing that direction before. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, of the Caribbean, around the world on the live stream, share the live, and listen, corridor transformation tonight, and it continue. So, Andy, a pleasant good morning to all your listeners and to you. Uncle Lennox, a pleasant good morning. Andy, you remember Shogum? When they had Shogum in Trinidad?
Yeah.
Where? Now listen to this, Manning, instead he was starting to cover the roof and help the people on the Beetham highway fix their little house on the highway side. When he get to realize that the people benefiting, it cost him cheaper to put a wall down the Beetham. You know what I get to that? That the PNM never care about people development and to help the people, the old supporters. I think like Shogun, they're supposed to make the place look good. They'd rather put a wall and block them off. That is reality. See lots. Port Authority keep giving them notice and telling them that they're squatting on Port Authority land. The PNM for 10 years never see it fit to regularize them people on sea lot and down in the mangrove. They never develop them in a way to empower them. The South Port of Spain, you're seeing where the NHA building on them, how dilapidated it is. So Brian Manning, when you're talking about thieving your father plan was to thief out the money through Calder Hat, right? And Malcolm Jones. Because when Malcolm Jones and the oil price went up to $100, they started to go stupid and buy all sorts of old plant to divest the refinery and gas security. Where the gas security and the energy security, Brian Manning, I'm talking direct to you this morning. The gas security and the energy security in upgrading the refinery, $12 billion. What we get for it, Brian Manning? And we thief all the plant. John Humphrey had, under the first incarnation at the NER and Basdev Pandey, talk about coastal development and reclaiming land and building industries in them land and them to recover the costs. So industry would have make back the money, factories in rural areas, create long-term sustainable jobs. Brian Manning, the $100 million deal you talking about, you're looking to enter into, how sustainability the country will benefit from that? As a finance minister junior, you didn't see it fit, but NGC spent $235 million in a dead plant. Where the revenue, where the return to the country for the people? All they trying all kind of strategy to destabilize and make it ungovernable. But the people power, all the seen people power by. People want freedom. People want reality. They want to shake off, move Satan, move that we pass. The Tobago House of Assembly election is upon us. And now all they're trying to get and market, all they had 2 ministry of tourism, one in Tobago and one in Trinidad. What Tobagonians benefit underneath all the and all they want to get back forward at the THA? All they send home THA workers and dilapidate the THA, the workers and them and suffer them. When all was there in governance, the people reject all the outright, they chew up all and spit out all the, and all they want to come back to the what? Suffer people with property tax, demerit points, and TTRA. That is all the revenue stream and run away with the energy revenue. When all they see that a company, all the dispute a company like Clico, where the asset, all the sellout, where the revenue and where the reflection of development, under all the 10-year-ship, how much school all they build, how much new school all they build, or all the advanced technology in training and jobs all they created. How much new jobs are created under all the 10-year-ship? All the closed down petrol trade for the sake of the drag and gas. All the borrow $150 billion US, internal, internal, external, and leave that day. That is all the development. All the money, what was it? Our import reserve, all the mash up that, eat it out, and leave the Heritage and Stabilization Fund as to be covered for importation. They cover import, or they leave the country bankrupt. Which road, which highway, which byway, which bridge, or they create a hazard on the nation highway, and for how much years the Point 14 highway still building? 10 years, shoddy work, the road breaking up. What is all the legacy? All they build a highway. You had the drive to get to the highway. You could not reach Sandy Granny and coming back before you reach the highway in the bush. The highway and all breaking up. Because you know why all they put the highway there? Because all the state land who all they give 10-year-ship to in the back there to develop in housing. Just like X-Trail, all they give contract 50 hours at a breakdown. Let me talk about that. Don't divert from the attention that all you didn't develop this country. Simple thing like what all they used to say, UNC is box train government. How much box train all the billion, all the 10 years to development? All they don't want to see people prosper and uplift themselves by. Or they want to bring it like a shanty tongue like in Haiti. And worse. Because why? People just vote for all the supporters and all the fool them. And they get smart and they get to realize that more than a CPAP work and a 10 days is life more than that. Happiness is more than that. Check all the 12 constituency, all the hold on to. How will they have it dilapidated like that dinosaur time? That stands still. There's a time capsule. Like, I don't know if Eric will come back, you want to see it so. Like, Eric will say you'll come back in a certain year. So you're leaving it that how to preserve people life. Just imagine, all the arts and culture, all the kill that. We're talking about human development, infrastructure development, all the build a high-rise building, and all they can give a comfort. All the close down Caroni Green, which is making 700,000 US in revenue. Anything to make money and uplift people's life. All they mash it up. All they send on petrol workers like dog. And now all they say all they love people. All they only love all themselves. Penny. All they only fighting to come back to the what? Put the merit points, TTRA, and raise the and property tax at what rate? 5%? And just imagine all the people who listening. India rolled out a property tax and they didn't even have the proper assessment done to the people and bully with $5,000 fine. That's how they rule. Or they want to go back to that kind of slave master days. in Trinidad and Tobago, I want to say one thing to the Nursing Association. You see that idiot Stuart? The next time election come about, all the vote here because you know why? For the last 10 years, all they get uniform, all they get stipend, all they get shoes allowance and treat all like dog. But only now he know how much nurses it take to run a hospital. That is the PNM, the stooge, and the misfit who doing the PNM agenda to destabilize. Check at least, although them know, Andy, asking you, $1 billion TT could do 4 other projects. 4 of them projects. What my Prime Minister outlined. The current expenditure in this country is $55 billion. Right? And we show for that money and meet that. And if we take $3 billion more, which is $38 billion, and if we put that $40 billion, we have enough money to start 4 projects before we reach $50 billion, what we projected as revenue, expected revenue. So all the people understand the maths, right? And that's what in there alone, $3 billion were missing on our account for. Ask Dan Paul and them, how that $3 billion by a glitch? That $3 billion, if we use it from we current expenditure and a projected revenue, we can start them project. So don't be fooled by the PNM stupidness, because here what's going on. All they plant all the cocoa tree, harvest all the cocoa, and then we lobby for market, right? Agriculture revenue have to go up, and we can do it. Look at it, what we getting in agriculture now. They didn't do nothing. And Kazim Hussein, look what they do. They didn't care. $35. And when they flood out, that is nature, that is normal rainfall. Acre didn't drain. So then we see, although what is propaganda, tell Marvin Gonzalez, he was sending home the workers and put an executive in Wassa. He sent home the buy Amplia, and then they send home TSTT workers. Then they give back Amplia to what they buy back to the company to run the internet. So have a nice day, Trinidad and Tobago. This is what we have to talk about, and don't be distracted.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang. Go ahead, next caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
A pleasant good morning to the Ground Report. Let me say pleasant morning to the man himself, the Pitbull, Andy Williams, to my dear friend, the Englishman, Lennox Smith, and to our brother, Michael Kerr, wherever he is at this time. Let's say hello to the Honorable Prime Minister and Trinidad and Tobago. Andy Williams, with the layout of that plan by the Prime Minister and Jerlyn John and her team, what we're talking about here is a blue economy, a green economy. What we're talking about here is a government that is on the right track, is a government which mean development. Andy, this is a government that people-centered, people-driven, and labor-oriented. And let me repeat this, Andy and Lennox. It's a government that people-driven, people-centered, and labor-oriented. The blueprint, what the Honorable Prime Minister would have launched, is to take Trinidad forward. And dear Andy, my friend, I hope all and sundry, and I hope that activists and bloggers will now take this and run with it and promote the government agenda. This thing is no longer about individual and who want to hear themselves. This is about promoting the government and its agenda to develop Trinidad and Tobago. And you look at sea lots, look at all these places, look at the mass development. Look at the port. Look at inner port of Spain. Look at San Fernando with the waterfront hub, where you have Don Carlos. Look, they're going to take the highway from San Fernando, go to Miaro. They're showing you how they will now take Miaro and how they will bring it to energy hub and encourage investment. Look, it's no secret. When you have the Sabgas and all of them coming out and buying into the Honorable Prime Minister, what it tells you, the government is on the right track. And this is governance for the people, led by the people. Look, let me say this. And I want to say this to Brian Manning. Hear me well. You see this coulda, shoulda, woulda, and my father did do this, and my great-grandfather, and my father. Oh, Brian Manning, give me a break. All you was there for 9 years, and all you had no plan. So don't come and tell me about 2020 vision and the government and the UNC administration led by Posad Bissett. Take what from all you? They take nothing from all you. All you had no plan. The only thing that plan that the PNM had under Rowley and Stuart Young for the last 10 years is tax, crime, murder, mayhem, corruption, and thief. That was the flag bearer of the PNM. So I washed that down the Orinoco River to come back to tell Trinidad and Tobago the government led by the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bissessa is now saying a blue economy, a green economy to diversify the economy. And let me say this again, because I know from time to time, the Englishman, my brother Lennox, will tell you in regards to diversifying the economy. And this blueprint, which was laid out by the Honorable Prime Minister, Trinidad and Tobago, don't get restless. To all those who believe that they wouldn't get anything, that plan is for Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, you heard what the Prime Minister said? Trinidad is open for business. And let me repeat this, because this is critical. I think a lot of people was closing the fridge door when the Honorable Prime Minister said, and as I take my leave, Trinidad and Tobago is open for business. So to all on sundry, all activists, all bloggers, it's not about you, it's not about me, but what it is about promoting the government agenda as the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bissessa laid out the blueprint, green economy, blue economy, diversifying the economy. This is what we call good governance led by the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bissessa. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Mickie and callers, let's push the government agenda. Tabak it out and off.
The Ground Report with Mickie K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Go ahead, you're the last caller. Go ahead. You have approximately 4 minutes. Go ahead, no, 2 minutes. Go ahead, Barapo.
Good morning, gentlemen. One question I want to pose to Brian Manning. Since he so talking about his father vision, what he supposed to ask him is how much it cost to build the wall, to block off the people from Beetham, and how much Patrick Manning ever invested directly into the Beetham community to uplift the people of that area. And that's what he had to say, and show us the vision. You see, what people don't understand in this country is that the PNM political party never want nothing good for the country, you know. They never wanted nothing good for the citizen, you know. Their own people, they kept to the lowest rung of the economic table in this country. And they were proud about that. Eric Williams had 2 oil boom that he managed in this country. And look where this country is today. It have people who are billionaires when they didn't know what's the meaning of a millionaire under his government, you know. And people that understand that anything the PNM cannot eat and they cannot thief, they will destroy. And if people don't wake up by now and understand that Kamla Prasad Bisasa inherited a property that was in total shambles, you know. That is what PNM left for this country, you know. It comes like you inherited your grandmother house or your grandmother house, the roof break down, the back door mash up, the post break off, it had no plumbing, it had no. That is what PNM left for this country, you know. So everybody talking about, well, and yellow is the code, how it had crime going on. Look, CPAP workers not working. Look this, look that. All these are things that have to be fixed before you can see anything happening in this country, you know. And that's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of resources. So every obstacle that has been faced with where this government is in office right now, the PNM will try to see how much they could delay that, because they don't want to see and let the population see how much they could have benefited from a different government rather than the PNM government. And we had to wake up and put all these dotations aside, you know. Right now, this country in a place where it could either sink or it could go forward. The Prime Minister has put a proposal for the country to go forward that should have been done years ago, 15, 20 years ago, that should have already been done. Look at a little comparison for 1 second with Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago. Guyana have one opportunity that they got where they have this additional resources from oil and gas. And look where this country is already reached already in this short period. Could you imagine if we had a government like that, or people who could think like that and know what to do for the country and the people of this country, where Trinidad and Tobago would have been today? You feel we'd have been talking about Beetham and Lavantil and things? And people don't understand. Look around the world where cities that have a waterfront as part of the infrastructure of the city, the properties around that city, especially where it have a waterfront, is the most price valued real estate in the whole country. People that live in C-lots are sitting on $1 billion, $1 million property, but there is a ghetto. And that is what PNM has done.
Thank you.
You see that hillside that Lavantil sits on there? That is like a Beverly Hills. That is the most expensive real estate in other countries. That isn't supposed to be a ghetto and a Lavantil in the sense of crime and all kind of thing. When people driving into Port of Spain, they're supposed to be looking at that hillside of Lavantil and be amazed to say, "Way boy, I wish I could be living there." They should be driving into sea-lots, into some seaside restaurant, some boardwalk that you can take a boat and go out into the Gulf of Paria in the night and look at the birds hunting in the Caroni Bird Sanctuary and spend a time being amazed that this is what Trinidad have. Instead, what we have? A dump. We have a ghetto. And we have a crime-ridden community that enters our city of Port of Spain. And that was PNM vision. Just imagine, without these people, Eric Williams, and you convert that little infrastructure of entering Port of Spain, where you could have seen something of a difference. Port of Spain alone would have been enough to bring enough resource for Trinidad and Tobago without the oil and gas, with vision. But Eric Williams was a crook, he's a thief, he's a bandit, and he's the worst thing that could have ever happened to Trinidad and Tobago. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the day.
All right. Lennox Smith, quick, your closing comments. It's 1 minute past your 9 o'clock.
Well, yes, it is safe to say, and I think it is common knowledge that the PNM, where there were pockets of opportunities to redevelop East Port of Spain, the approach clearly was brutal. It was myopic. It was barbaric, and so the people buy-in was done by brute force. And of course, they would bring things like the Slum Act, and of course, we had to fight the PNM to tell them that Slum Act is not applicable to that place. The Slum Act talks about, of course, places that are virgin, places that don't have any housing, no water, no roads, no infrastructure, and was using that to not to pay, to ask the people to leave, and not to pay the families who would have settled there and developed the place to the point where it is. But now it requires further advancement, and therefore, of course, compensate them properly. I would have expected going forward that, and I trust that my party and myself will be involved in that process. I did speak to the Prime Minister now, but then when she was opposition, and we had our meetings when we wanted to enter the coalition about that very issue, and I don't expect that we are going to be left out as far as Sealots and East Port of Spain, etc. is concerned, because the people must buy into it, and then of course a reasonable compensation for they having to, of course, abandon, if you want to call it that, and go to somewhere else that will be either I should say much better than where they would have been now for the greater good, which is, of course, the development and the economic advancement by virtue of the diversification agenda of the government, something we must do because of climate change, because of the waning nature of our oil, gas, and petrochemical industry, and the vicissitude that, of course, accompanies that have in regard to climate change and other international factors for which, of course, we must adhere. So it's quite a lot of exciting times. But as I said, of course, stay tuned for our podcast. We will be, of course, doing something from today, addressing, of course, the offerings that would have been disclosed for these parts, and put it in perspective with, of course, consultation with the people. We have started the process. We did the same thing with respect, of course, to the 20,000 opportunities, where we established immediately for those who couldn't make it to the velodrome a system where you come in and we have someone aid you in, of course, registering. At least in this case, if you have a ticket, you have a chance. If you didn't register at all, it means therefore you would have been excluded all entirely. So those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to. So that would be my conclusion presentation this morning. Look forward to another day with you tomorrow, and of course don't forget tonight the corridor transformation as we continue with these and other issues.
Nice. So don't forget tonight, corridor transformation from 8 p.m. tonight. You all could have choose anywhere else Trinidad and Tobago to be, and you all choose the Ground Report on social media here to look on to. Thanks so much. Until tomorrow morning, please God. Same time, same place, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. On behalf of the Ground Report team, Lennox Smith and Mickie K, we are out of here.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.